are back in Doug's X5's garage, and we have a problem. Over Thanksgiving, we did a drag race, and we raced Warhead, and at the end of that drag race, I lost my oil pressure. Well, I should say I lost about 20 psi of oil pressure. And so what we're going to do is we're going to troubleshoot this today. So to start off with, I should have about 60 psi at idle when the engine's cold. And you'll see the oil pressure gauge is right here. We'll start it. And typically that should be about 60 psi. And when it's hot, it's running at about 10 psi. So we're going to do some troubleshooting. And what I did is I ordered this remote oil pressure kit. So essentially, if you're interested in this, I'll have the link in the description below for troubleshooting oil pressure. As you can see, we will hook this up and compare it to the gauge in the car. The other thing I bought, this is an oil filter cutter. So we'll take the oil filter off, we'll cut it open, we'll inspect it and see if we have any metal in the oil filter. And according to tuner Steve Cole, I should be doing that every oil change anyway, and I haven't been, so I'm going to take his advice and start doing that now. I removed the oil pressure sensor assembly and I put the remote gauge right here, and we ran it up. And we have it right here. So we'll start the engine and we'll compare. All right, so that's kind of bad news because it tells me it's not the gauge. So the next thing we'll do is we'll cut the oil filter open and we'll see what is inside. If you've never seen one of these oil filter wrenches, it works great on motorhomes, anything that's a big filter. Just slip it on here and then turn the handle to tighten it down. This is 1 1/16 inches. Just snug it down a little bit. Put a little catch can here for the oil. Okay, for this oil filter cutter, we're going to have to open it so it can fit the filter. Got some pig mat here, so because some oil is going to drain out of it. All right, this oil filter cutter comes with this. These are magnetic. They just snap right onto your vise. Open it up so you can put the oil filter in there. There we go. Now we'll put the cutter on it. So this operates just like a pipe cutter. Just kind of twist it. And go and then turn it a little bit tighter. Cut it. Turn it a little bit tighter. Cut it. Turn it a little tighter. And turn a little bit tighter. And I think we're about free. There we go. And we'll pull the filter out. Okay guys, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there is some metal in there. There's some flakes, one right there. Almost looks like goldish color. When you're inspecting the oil filter, you got to really spread out the fins and take a good look inside. As you can see here, you can see the metal debris. Because of that and all the metal that came out of the oil onto the pig mat, as you can see here, that led me to remove the oil pan, and this is what I found in the oil pan. The oil pickup didn't look much better, so I have a big mess to clean up and flush out, and it all stems from number 4 main bearing. Number 4 main bearing lost oil, got hot, shrank, started getting chewed up. And that leaves us to remove the engine, and while the engine's out with 4,500 miles on the transmission, we might as well as take it to Bill at Arizona Transaxle and have him go through it and freshen it up. So this is where we're at. Stay tuned for more.